My name is Ryder Mudwilder. I built a 1990 Ford Ranger for the 4600 class. Basically, the truck was the product of growing up with a 93 Ford Explorer and all my friends having Jeeps and me wanting to prove that a Ford Ranger on TTB could do the same stuff a Jeep can.
Welcome to a special edition of the Reckless Wrench Garage, where we take a moment to feature other vehicles and drivers we come across at events we attend. Whether it's the build, the skill, or simply their energy, they caught our attention and gained our interest. Now we bring them to you.
The 4600 class is basically limited 35-inch tires, stock style suspension. We have to run the original motor that is manufactured in that make, model, and year. Transmission, same rule. It can be any mods inside of the stock case. We're limited on shock size, and we're limited no hydro steering unless it's hydro assist. The engine is a Ford 4-liter, the biggest motor that came in these things. Right now it's a stock motor. We're allowed to modify the engine as long as it is still naturally aspirated. You're basically allowed to go wild. We're running an A4LD with a complete stage 3 shift kit and clutch kit. Transfer case is a bone stock Borg-Warner 1354 with a manual conversion from Behemoth drivetrain. The front of this truck is a Dana 44 TTB axle. We're running drop pivots with a set of Deaver Bronco coil springs, and it's just a little bit stronger and a little bit wider than a stock Ranger axle. The TTB will be great in the desert. The pre-runner guys have proven that. In the rocks, I'm hoping that it holds up just as strong as like a normal 44. With a nice soft coil like we're running in the front, it still flexes. We're pulling 15 inches of wheel travel out of the front of this thing. Rear axle is a Ford 9-inch, 513 gears. We had to build a custom traction bar to keep the axle from wrapping too crazy. Running rad flow shocks hanging off the back of the axle, kind of a crazy design, but again, we can't cut the body. So we're limited to where we can stuff them and get the biggest shock in there. So all the cage stuff is my own design. Just kind of drew some things up on a piece of paper and decided, well, that looks like it'll work. Let's start building it. And it's all 2-inch DOM 120 wall tubing. We got all the gussets required for the class. We decided to go outside of the truck so that we can get helmet clearance.